Often clients come to me and they're feeling stuck, right? They want to do something different, but they're not sure what the different thing is. So we work through, how they formed their professional identity to date. We identify their criteria for success, what goes in the yes pile and the no pile and the maybe pile, or how we filter things through. And then we start to generate ideas, right? We want to generate some ideas. And there are a few exercises I use with clients, but I will like to start with the ideas that they have considered. And the challenge here is, if you already knew a great idea, you'd be doing it. You wouldn't be working with a career coach. So by definition, the ideas that you have considered or that you're going to think about first have some drawbacks. That's okay. We're going to evaluate the drawbacks later. That doesn't mean those are off the table. We want to be very thoughtful and systematic about how we look at that. So one of the exercises I use is a simple spreadsheet I send to clients. A spreadsheet with a bunch of tabs, and the first tab is what's the most obvious set of things you could do. What you are doing now, you could stay. Something related to what you have done in the past, those are obvious. This is a place for the things that your least creative friend would suggest to you. And then there is easiest, right? Across the bottom, there are different tabs. The easiest is the least demanding. It would take the least amount of effort. You could do it in your sleep. You'd be good at it. It might not challenge you. It might not be fun for you, but you could definitely do it. The most lucrative ideas, things you could do. The most inspiring things you could do. Oops. So it goes on like this. Most prestigious, most fun, scariest. Now, clients who do this come up with a lot of ideas. It's their homework. They have to pull out some good ideas and some bad ideas. They discover over the course of doing this that some ideas keep coming back, and some ideas they have more detail about than others. The magic is not only in forcing you to come up with more ideas or to write down ideas even if you spot flaws in them, although those are important pieces. The conversation where clients present to me their ideas, what appeals to them about the idea and what is, what they see as drawbacks or problems with the idea or limitations, right? I could do it, but, I'd have to move, or I wouldn't be able to be hired, or it would take me years, right? There are assumptions people make about why certain things are desirable or are not very feasible. And then we look together at those and really kick the tires and test the assumptions. So one part of this assignment is to actually generate a bunch of ideas. Then we talk about the ideas, and the client's assignment is to go back and assess the ideas. So, something under prestigious, what we talk about in the second round is, unhide the columns, and you'll see this is a place for the objections, right? You have an idea here, but there's something wrong with the idea. Here's why I could never do that. And then, am I sure that's true? Well, how could I learn more about whether I'm right or wrong, whether those assumptions are correct? And then, is this one worth a look? So this is one of the exercises I do with clients to go from, I think I know what I want, here are my ideas, none of these are gonna work. We dive into what we really see as what makes an idea unrealistic or scary or not feasible, and then we really dive into whether those assumptions are true or not. And then I have secondary methodologies for helping people articulate and research and discover possible opportunities or organizations that they may not have thought of yet. Those come later, but there are lots of options. One of my favorite is a website run by the Department of Labor called ONET Online. It's not perfect, but it is a wonderful place to identify and generate all the kinds of jobs and job titles and work activities that make up people's work lives across industries and roles and responsibilities. So if you've never spent any time playing around there, I recommend it.